Customer is looking to get an estimate to have their front step here replaced. The first thing to note is that we are going to need to build this in the exact same footprint. They want it to look identical. This does have some pieces of granite in it. I think they call it carnelian. It's that red stuff, and some of the black stuff, and some of the white stuff. And they have it throughout their house here, so we're going to need to mimic that. We're going to need to either find some pieces, or we're going to have to salvage some pieces that we have here. So the dimensions on this is 12 feet wide, the landing is 6 feet deep, and the treads are 14 inches deep. Now I've taken measurements of the individual parts and wrote them down, whatever. So I'm also going to ask Sherry to help me do a SketchUp of this one. So, and so some of this stuff is for Sherry. So you notice how it's kind of set in here. This is about 6 to 8 inches in. The buttress is. The buttress on the front here is about 2 inches taller than the landing. This buttress is 21 inches taller than the landing. I've drawn it to scale pretty much as best as I can. So we're going to need to do this in 4-inch veneer, because these are 12-inch wide pieces. So the buttresses, like I said, they wanted in the same footprint. So we're going to need to get some 12-inch veneer, or cut some 12-inch veneer or wall stone to make this. Obviously the treads can be whatever they want, but we are going to be using, I told them 2 3/8 to the 2 1/4 inch, the standard thickness of caps. So we're not going to do 3-inch caps, we're going to do the 2 1/4 inch caps. You'll also notice that they have the seam going down the middle. I want to make sure that they have a seam going down the middle, all that goofy stuff. So these are 14-inch deep treads. Casoda is basically what this is, and with the granite, it goes into the house over here, but you can see how it's kind of cracked away, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal to get this to come out. We are going to need to replace the foundation on this, and we are probably going to we are going to need to get a permit for this, because they also said that they are going to want to get some idea of what getting an awning, not an awning, but like a portico, whatever you call that thing, to hang over the front of it. Now, as I look down the street, I guess I do see one right over there. So, but we need to make sure that we put correct foundation and all that stuff in needed for the portico. I'm going to give them some contact information for a builder that might do it. But if I remember correctly, someone had told me that in Edina, they don't let you do foundations in the same way as Minneapolis does with the frost footings, like with the posts, like the sonotubes. Like it needs to be blocked up all the way around the outside. So I'm going to bid this as such, that it's going to be we're going to need to get a mini X to excavate it down, and then block it up from necessary depth, from we'll call it 4 feet, and go from there. So that way, if we don't have to do it, then that's great. But if we do have to do it, at least we've got it covered. So, all right, access. Fine, up the hill. I mean, there's a hill right here, but nothing that's crazy by any means. I'm also gonna we're gonna probably need to reset these pavers, so I'm gonna bid to readjust about 10 by 10 area of pavers in here. So maybe not 10 by 10. It's what, 9 by 8. So 5,200 square feet of pavers that will need to be readjusted, I'm guessing. So. I'm just going to show Sherry what the house kind of looks like. So let me do the SketchUp. Oh, this is Edina, so no dumpsters.